Kyle.
This is an important development, but procedural. Judge Karin Immergut extended her orders, temporarily blocking the Trump administration from deploying the National Guard to Portland for another 2 weeks. Basically, it maintains the status quo as we wait for a ruling from the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals on whether those orders should remain in place. You'll remember last week, the appellate court heard oral arguments in the case. A 3-judge panel will decide whether to overturn Immergut's order, clearing the way for federalized troops to help protect the ICE facility in South Portland.
Okay, so Kyle, any sense of when that ruling from the Ninth Circuit will come down?
Well, that's the big question that we've been asking for several days now. At this point, honestly, it's anybody's guess. I did ask a law professor today. She said, listen, don't worry. They understand the urgency and public interest here. It just takes time, frankly, and they want to get it right.
Just like with trials, the Ninth Circuit, it's not obviously sometimes they have to issue a quick order, but normally it's very stately and everyone sort of thinks about it and takes their time. So there's tremendous pressure on this 3-judge panel to get a decision out, and not just a yes or no, but of course a written decision. And if there is going to be a dissent, in other words, if all 3 judges on that panel do not agree, then there's going to be a majority and a dissent.
Once the judges decide, that written order will appear on the court's website. Then we'll likely see a flurry of legal filings. Now, during today's hearing, Judge Immergut also set the stage for a 3-day trial. Later this month, it's been fast-tracked, set for October 29th. The trial will focus on 2 issues. Does President Trump have the authority to deploy the National Guard? And then secondarily, do his actions infringe on Oregon state's sovereignty? We focused a lot on the restraining orders, which are significant, but the trial is really the big one here, and that's coming up fast.
Okay, yeah, really appreciate you keeping track of all these moving parts. You've been our go-to guy this week, last week, so appreciate you keeping us updated. Thanks, Kyle.